It's the Washington Huskies and the Ohio State Buckeyes. Reese Davis, David Pollock, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Thanks, guys. Checking in with the Huskies head coach. This is a concerning crowd. You know, every time we're here, it's one of the best atmospheres in all of college football. The coach said they will have to communicate at a high level. They have worked with crowd noise all week at practice. We'll see if it pays off here today. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. On the move from inside his 5. He gets across the 20 and out to the 21-yard line before he stopped right there. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. They'll start on the ground with Washington. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and this crowd getting even more juice. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Stacked up after gaining a couple to the 23.
Well, one of the reasons why it's hard to run against this defense is because of that guy right there. He's one of the best D tackles in the game, and he's got tremendous explosiveness, quicks. He's strong at the point of attack. He can shed blocks, and he completely ate that last run up.
3rd down from the gun, Williams. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
That is exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Wait just a second. They're leaving the offense on the field. They're going to go for it in this situation. Williams to throw for it on 4th. They make the stop, but not before. He gets enough to convert on 4th down, and rolling the dice pays off. Washington has it and a fresh set of downs. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. And no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground? That is a ball.
Here's Williams to throw. They've got the screen set up. He's close to the 1st down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Gotta love this play call early in the football game. Like the quarterback, get in a rhythm, run a screen play, get it to a playmaker, create some space, move the sticks, get a 1st down. Nice start for this offense.
Play clock was getting close to 0, and they have to burn a timeout. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. The horseshoe is rocking, trying to help their defense on 3rd down. Here's Williams. Makes the catch. He goes out of bounds right at midfield. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmies and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
Quarterback may change this route. And with this place rocking, the crowd forces a false start. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And the Huskies are moving quickly down the field. From the gun, give on the inside. And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
And the defense snows him under after a very short game.
Nice job by this defense playing assignment football. Somebody has to have the quarterback. Somebody has to have the pitch. And most importantly, when you get there, you got to get him on the ground. Nice job tackling by this defense.
Williams from the gun on third down. Got it. Doesn't quite make it to the first down, partner. He's a yard short.
And it's decision time on this first drive. And I choose aggressiveness, right? Set the tone in this football game. You got a 4th and short situation. Trying to get points on this drive. Establish yourself. Be aggressive here on this 4th down.
Converts on 4th down, and he's still going. They get him on the ground, but not before he keeps his opening drive alive with a 4th down conversion. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. It's been a defensive battle through the first period, and the stats tell that tale. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So first down here as they go back to work. Caught, and he's got room. He's at the 10, and he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Husky.
A lot of coaches talk about scripting the first series. You could tell the script reads, get that wide receiver the football because he can make plays. The quarterback, you could tell he has confidence in his guy. He finds him, and he does the rest.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. They put it in the end zone with a 12-play scoring drive. And they cap it off with a 32-yard touchdown pass. And he's going to try to return this one. He'll be stopped short of the 20-yard line on the return. They'll mark him at the 19. Defense looks like they're about to bring the house. Here's Julian saying to throw. He's going to go for a big one. And that ball is caught. One hand grab. Oh, man. Look, Ma. One hand. That's all we needed for the big gainer.
That's so hard to do. You consider that ball thrown that far downfield. That thing's coming in with a lot of velocity. And that receiver just went up and stabbed it.
They had this offense backed up. Now they have to be staggering. Can they deliver another punch on 1st and 10 from inside the 40? Wide receiver comes in motion. Pushes ahead for 1. It's 2nd and 9. Just barely picked up a yard, but that last completion, it's 2nd and 9. Back to pass, it's Sayin. And he dropped it, just didn't look the thing all the way in.
And those are frustrating. Like, those drops really annoy you because those running backs are always asking to be more a part of the game plan. Get the ball more, touch it more. An awesome opportunity in the pass game to make a play, ball right in his hands, and that is a missed opportunity.
It's a makeable field goal from the 29-yard line. Let's see how aggressive they are on 3rd and long. Saying back to the air. Firing to the right, complete. They've got enough for the first down, and they're in the red zone at the 20. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these 3rd down situations.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
Run in the red zone, it's Jackson. Maybe a crease. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
When the running back gets going and gets ahead of steam like that, it's so hard to get to the ground. That's why you blitz. That's why you bring pressure. That's why you bring more guys in the box so you can get him before he gets going. But once he got going, you could tell it was hard to get a hand on him, hard to get him to the ground.
Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd and goal.
If at first you don't succeed, try again. I wouldn't be surprised if they just turn around and hand it off to him again here on 2nd.
They've got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Slams it ahead. And he's in. Touchdown, Buckeye. Follow the blockers. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
From inside his own 15, trying to follow his blockers. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. They'll get this drive started from their own 26. They'll move the wide receiver. To the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
It's so hard for a defense to have to stop plays like that because it really forces you to play with great eye discipline. You see the pre-snap motion. Defense doesn't know if he's just running across the field and he's going to run a route, if he's going to block, or if he has the football. That time, he was able to outflank the defense and hurt them to get that first down.
That back had nowhere to go. Defensive line ate up the blocks. But how about the linebacker swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
Motion from the wideout. Throwing, Williams. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
Lined up in the gun, Williams on 3rd down. It's complete. The Huskies will snap it on 1st and 10. Powers through the defender. Snags it, and there's running room.
And I love the idea of getting this guy screen throws because of his ability after the catch. So nice job getting downfield, getting a hat-on-hat, and giving him a tunnel to run through.
And the Huskies with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Williams. Zings it complete to the right. Inside the 25. He steps out of bounds at the 15-yard line. Big pickup on the ground, and they're rolling.
And, man, you love to see that from this offense. Coming out and answering, right? Like putting a drive together. Their defense just gave up a touchdown. But you want to snatch the momentum back. Nice job putting a little bit of a drive together. Now let's go cap this thing off with a touchdown.
They'll throw it from the red zone. He's got it on the move. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. He'll keep it on second down. Touchdown, Washington! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
Man, it's so nice to have an offense that can do so many different things and attack you different ways. When you run the option the normal way with a running back, the defense knows how to play it. But how about this? The receiver out wide, now a little confusion. QB takes advantage and punches it in for 6.
Oh, look at Mr. Hands taking the squibber inside the 30. He's finally dragged down, but what a return as he takes it out to the 46. As we close in on halftime, a timeout is taken here. One more snap coming before halftime. These corners going to give these receivers some space. Here's Sayin to throw. He's going to let one fly down the middle. Incomplete. He took a shot on the final play of the quarter and couldn't quite find his man. Washington ready to kick off to start this second half. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. They start this third quarter, one-possession game, and hoping to get an early drive going.
This offense is ready, and they're ready to take the field here and see if they can get something established. They don't have to change everything and reinvent the wheel. They've had some successes in the first half, so let's get that continued here on the opening drive.
Yeah, and I love getting that break at half to go talk with my coaches and pick my offensive coordinator's brain so I know exactly what I need to do to attack this defense, and I get ball first.
Great job of contained by this defense, and in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic, and that's exactly what happened.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. Fires to the middle. And the throw down the gut falls to the grass.
And that's a picture-perfect start for this defense. To start the second half now, your team's got the lead. You get to stop right away, get the ball right back to your offense to try to expand this lead. Nice start to the second half.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Wide receiver going in motion. 4th down, Sayin. Bringing the heat. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
And listen, obviously, at this area of the field, it's a question, it's a debate whether or not you go for that on 4th down. At the end of the day, though, I think this coach believes in his own playmakers, and he's got guys on offense that he feels can make a play in that type of situation, and he's got confidence in them. That time they weren't able to come up with it. I'm curious to see what this guy does if they're in a similar situation as this game moves on.
Trying to move them on the counter. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Finds him. Might have a chance. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
And it's going to be interesting to watch this defense, man, because obviously when you're trailing, and offenses can sometimes get conservative. That's 2 runs back-to-back. Do they get more aggressive and try to bring more guys near the line of scrimmage, not let them waste time, and try to get their offense the football back?
And the defense played that one beautifully, and they'll knock him down for a loss.
Everybody loves those trick plays, man, those misdirections, but the problem is when you stay home and you play the play really disciplined and sound like this defense does, you knock it dead, and a lot of times for a loss, and put the offense in a bind.
The receiver on the jet sweep. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple. Trying to cut through the noise. And out of bounds right at the 12-yard line.
And that's a pretty good job by this defense. Man, it's so hard to limit these quarterbacks, and they're spreading you out all over the field. When they take off, it's hard to limit the damage. Nice job limiting the damage. And I'll tell you what, make it physical. Finish those plays and try to tackle that guy and make him think about running the football in the future.
Right down the boulevard. It's good. And they'll push that lead out a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
Looks like he's going to bring it out. Tackled and brought down at the 16-yard line after the return. A lot of work to do as this drive will start from the 16-yard line. These corners going to give them some space. Say it. That, friends, is a busted play. Incomplete.
And, man, this whole crowd has grown frustrated with what they've seen from this offense. I mean, they just haven't put drives together. They haven't been explosive. And another incompletion, and the clock is ticking. It's running down. They've got to find a way to create some big plays, to create some momentum, and get these guys on their feet yelling.
Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw it. Say in. This time he's got it. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Sometimes it's easy for the receiver to get lost running a drag through all that traffic, Jesse.
Yeah, and this is a receiver too, Reese, who's dangerous once he has the football in his hands. So I like the idea on offense of trying to get this guy the ball quickly to see what he can do once he has it.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. And it's incomplete on third down.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're late in the third quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. Wide receiver comes in motion. Again, it's Sayin. Oh, he dropped it. He just lost his concentration and didn't look it all the way in. A bold decision to go for it on fourth down, and one that did not pay off. Here comes the Washington offense to start this possession. Had to settle for the chip shot field goal last time, Jesse. They'd love for this one to pay off bigger.
Yeah, it just comes to...
There's a little room there. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The run inside. It's Washington. Brought down after keeping those powerful legs moving, getting all he could. He'll be a few inches short. They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. Play action with Williams. And the quick shuffle pass. Just couldn't find any room, and he wound up throwing it in reverse. They lost yardage. We've reached the break. It's Washington holding the lead. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. Here comes the fourth. Time to see who steps up, who makes the winning plays to take home that W. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. Williams to throw for it on fourth. He's got it, first down and more. Touchdown, Huskies. And they take it in for 6 more points. A quick strike, just as we expected.
Yeah, and quick strikes are easy when you got such great field position. Obviously, when the offense starts in such a good spot, puts the defense in a bad position, and the offense takes advantage.
And that extra point is a big one as they now have a 3-possession, 17-point lead in the fourth. And he's not going to take the touchback. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. A very disappointing performance for the #1 team in the country. There'll be a new team atop the rankings when they come out. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Going the other way, and he's got room. Touchdown, Huskies. What a play. Not only the interception, but the great return for the score.